as we go through this, think about some of, the specific challenges you're having when it comes to marketing and sales. I mean, I kind of treat marketing and sales different, but at the end of the day, the whole point of marketing is to drive sales. So, think about your particular business as I go through this, because, the whole point, hopefully I want to add value to you and help you think of ways that, you can ramp up this year. I mean, it's already, I can't believe it, but it's already freaking March. This year is definitely flying by. But so one of the problems is, there's from a higher, there could be a lot of different issues and problems in a business, right? But a lot of the problems that I hear when I talk to, restoration companies pretty much daily at this point, there's not enough leads, or, everybody says the leads suck. There's low quality leads. I know you guys can relate to that. Or, there's just the lead cost is getting way too high, and you're not seeing the ROI on it, right? You might, we've had some clients, they pay, $1,000 for a plumbing referral, right? I mean, even, or 500 to a pay-per-lead provider. I mean, we've even had guys pay $750 in some of these, Houston markets, Miami markets, just kind of depending where you're located. The pay-per-lead costs are definitely going up. So, and another issue we see is like nobody really knows what's going on, how many leads they're getting, or if any of those leads are turning to revenue, right? Because at the end of the day, and this is where I look at when I talk to prospects or even our clients, like because I have a construction background, a lot of times we get fancy with all this automation, all this, but at the end of the day, SEO, PPC, and all this fancy stuff and the automations, you want to get more leads and you want to get more jobs, right? At the end of the day, that's from a higher level. And then, on that, what is your ROI on your marketing spend, whether it's online spend or offline spend, right? Some of you guys might do direct mail campaigns or whatever. But this is how I try to simplify it for everybody. And a lot of clients aren't necessarily even tracking this whenever they come to us. I'm like, well, you need to know if you're putting in this. I like treating it like an ATM machine, right? You put in $1, you want to get 3 back, right? Or 4 back or 5 back. I mean, there's a lot of, you can take it to the next level, but if you put in $1 and you get 3 back, I don't understand why you would not do that. I was just having this conversation with one of our clients. I mean, they're not that big, but they're not rinky dink either, right? They're doing 16, 17 million a year. And I was like, we were having this conversation, and I was like, I don't have to explain this to you, because if you're at 16, 17 million a year, you understand the game. And he's like, oh, all day. He's like, spending money on marketing is not a problem, because he understands. Put in $1, you get 4 back. Your money in the bank is not doing that. So that's where, but the whole point, what I'm going to show you guys too, is sometimes people don't really know how to do that, right? So that's what I'm trying to help you guys with today, is kind of understand that. So sorry, I go on tangents on that stuff, but it's important to understand. And another thing is, like, there's a million different options and a million different directions you can go as far as your marketing, and you're not really sure what the best route is. And I mean, there's SEO, Google Ads, Home Advisor, Thumbtack. Do you have a website or not? I mean, hopefully, it's 2022. Hopefully you do. And if you don't, let's definitely reach out to me. You need to fix that, because again, people are definitely migrating more and more to the internet, and that's not going anywhere. But some of you guys might be familiar with these. Some of you may not. I mean, obviously there's a lot more than this, but this is kind of some of the more relevant ones that we help clients with, and I talk to restoration companies about, on a day-to-day basis. And I don't know if you were on my webinar, if you hadn't seen it, it's probably I think, it should be on YouTube. But, I kind of talked about a comprehensive marketing plan. And then, as the year goes on, we're going to be breaking different pieces of this graphic, and I'm going to do like a specialized topic, right? Like SEO, PPC, pay-per-lead. We're going to keep going deep diving into different methods, but this is kind of like things that we keep an eye on and help our clients with, because there's many different lead channels that you can do. And I see people, restoration companies, for whatever reason too, this is more like the the smaller end, like if you're under $1 million or $2 million a year, is usually, this is where I see the problem with. But most of the guys 5 million up, they kind of they've already gone through this pain point and they understand. But you want multiple lead channels going, because you guys know there's ebbs and flows and restoration for sure. You might get 5 jobs a week from your buddy Bob the plumber, but then the internet might be quiet that week, right? But then the following week you might get 10 jobs from the internet, but then Bob doesn't have any leads to give you. So that's why we always help coach and help our clients, like, look, you want as many pillars going as you can, because again, if you're putting in $1 and getting 4 back, like, why not have, if you do it properly, why not have as many as you can set up to help the ebbs and flows, right? Storm might come through, so you might get busy, but then a drought might hit, and there's not that many floods. So I always like to harp on that. Hope you got value out of that video. If you're looking for more ideas and strategies for better ways to market your water, mold, or fire damage restoration business online, you can go to restorationmarketinggroup.com, and there we have a free checklist you can download. It's called the Ultimate Online Marketing Guide for Damage Restoration Contractors. And there you'll be able to get the latest strategies that are working now to really increase your lead flow online. You could probably even 5 to 10x the number of leads you're getting per month from internet marketing. So there should be a link below, restorationmarketinggroup.com, and there you can download the checklist for free of charge, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.